There. Okay. Hi, Paul Slackett, Good News Broadcast, speaking to Clinton Kelly. Hi, Clinton. How are you?
I'm doing great today.
Excellent. Fashion consultant, media personality, known for his warm humor. That's nice. And straightforward style advice on TLC top rated show, What Not to Wear. Okay. And then you have a book called Freakin' Fabulous. And when they say that you have a straightforward style, so in other words, would you see somebody and say, or if you were in a conversation or a friend, that doesn't work? Would you be open to say something like that?
That's a great question, actually, and it's one that I don't get asked a lot, surprisingly. It's my job to tell people what to wear. And the people who are on What Not to Wear have asked for my opinion, in essence, because they've signed a release saying that, yes, I'd like to be on the show, and, please broadcast my style faux pas to the rest of the world. But that's my job, and I don't go around critiquing people in the streets, and I don't critique my friends, and I don't critique my family. It's like, asking a dentist, do you, tell your friends that their two front teeth are crooked? So that's, I like to keep my job at home, and I also, I just don't want my friends and family to ever be uncomfortable around me.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for asking me.
That's a good thought for all of us in our professional lives, to put it into perspective. And I think you've stated that nicely. Good news, we like that kind of thing. We're going to talk about Forgive the Holidaze, and I love this, HOLIDAZE. Okay, so. Boy, it's a dazing, dazzling time, right? I mean, and it goes quickly, and sometimes we just don't know how to proceed. So what are some ways? Oh, a stain-free party. Okay. So that means, so we have these beautiful ties, or we have this gorgeous shirt, or we have a beautiful tablecloth, and we make it in old Yiddish schmutzy. we spill something on it. What's the best thing? I never know what to do. Do you put club soda on it? Do you put a stain something on it? What are the good things, or is there different things to do for different items?
Well, I would say for the most part, the average holiday stain could be solved with OxiClean, quite frankly. I've become a big fan over the years, and whether it's a stained dinner napkin or, a shirt that you spilled gravy on or something, or just any sort of general schmutz, it's the kind of thing that you can do a soak. You can do a soak in OxiClean, and then, the stains will come out in the wash.
Okay, so you have a stain. Is it? I always wondered. So don't throw some water on there. Don't throw club soda on there. That could possibly. It always seems to me like you always end up with another stain around your stain.
Well, that's true. That does happen. I would say, look, if you can, just let the stain just sit there for a second. Just let it dry. Unless it's a really big stain. Like, yes, you can blot with club soda, absolutely. But the best thing to do is to treat it when you get home as quickly as possible. So, let's say if I had a stain on my shirt, what I would do is, as soon as I got home, I would rip the shirt off, put it in the sink with an OxiClean, with some OxiClean, and let it soak there overnight. And in the morning, I'd throw it in the wash. That's what I would do.
Okay, it sounds like a good idea. Let's see, OxiClean has a website too, right? I was looking at that earlier, and I want to also pay my respect to Bill Mays, of which OxiClean had him as a spokesperson for many years, right? And they seem to have a beautiful thing here saying thank you to the man. So that's a nice thing. It's probably not a bad idea to have one of these kind of stick pens, right? Is it the same? Is it the same kind of formula in, these kind of easy, on-the-go kind of things?
Yes, OxiClean does have a spray away that you can carry with you in your briefcase or in your glove compartment, so you can have that as well.
Aha, okay. So now let's talk about the holiday time. On what are some good thoughts here to make it more pleasurable for you?
Okay, what I would recommend for people is to, this is the time of year where you want to really celebrate, right? And, I'm a fashion guy. I'm a style guy. So I tell people how to have style all times during the year. But how is style from January to November different from December style? In the holiday season, one of the best things that you can do, especially if you're a woman, is to add some shine to your outfit. Whether that's done with an embellished top, whether that's done with a great necklace, whether it's done with a silk charmeuse that gives a little bit of extra sheen to your overall look. That's a great way to sort of say holiday. I'd also like to tell every woman out out there to dump her Christmas sweaters, her holiday sweaters in the garbage, because I think that they're the best way to age yourself a solid 10, 20 years.
You mean like a red one with reindeers on it?
Exactly. It's shocking to me how many women have these in their closet. And it's basically a sign that says, I have no style, and I enjoy looking like a Christmas ornament.
How about guys? How about the old Christmas tie?
Yeah, the novelty tie is really, it's not that funny. I think that guys, it's like, oh, look at your tie, it's got snowmen on it, ha ha. It's a 30-second joke that unfortunately you've got to wear for 8 hours. It's not so funny. I mean, it's better to. I always find that it's better to just look chic and sophisticated, and that's the way people will treat you. I mean, if you dress like a joke, people treat you like a joke. Mm-hmm. Why do you want that?
That's an interesting concept here. I was best dressed in high school, okay?
Oh, wow.
And I kind of dressed very conservatively at that time. The reason I'm saying it is that I'm not so conservative now, at least with ties. But I wear them at work, kind of, because they're fitting to interviewing people. I got happy faces, and we got a happy face logo and things like that. But I tend to agree with you. A smart, real, good-looking rep tie or whatever kind of tie, you definitely look more in vogue.
Yeah, I mean, look at somebody like Matt Lauer. I mean, could you ever picture Matt Lauer wearing a Christmas tie with a smiling snowman? Uh-huh. No, he wouldn't do that. He wants to be taken seriously as a journalist and as a television celebrity, and so that's why he dresses the way he does. I mean, I think that we all have to start thinking about the fact that the way we dress tells the rest of the world how we expect to be treated.
Okay. How about the our tables? So let's say, dressing them up and making them look pretty. Any thoughts there?
The number one thing that you can do to dress up your table is to use a cloth napkin. Paper napkins, say, disposable, and they're also not environmentally friendly. So get yourself some nice cloth napkins, all right? Also, think about adding interest to your table. When everything matches on the table, when it's, a white plate and a white napkin and all the matching silverware and a white tablecloth, I mean, it looks very sterile. And you want to add interest, you want to add fun, color, texture, pattern, and shine to the table. That makes the table more inviting, more appetizing.
How about this one I always wonder about. When if I put down a beautiful tablecloth, do I put placemats out of it, or I just go for the gusto and let it be? Let the food go where it goes, and it's a special occasion, so it should probably just what are they going to put a tablecloth over what do you think?
Yeah. I find that you want to use a placemat if you're just putting your plate on top of the wood table. Mm-hmm. But if you're using a tablecloth, then generally you don't need a placemat.
Okay, Clinton, you're helping me here. Thank you very much. Last thing. What's good news for you, Clinton?
What's good news for me? Good news for me is that What Not to Wear is shooting its 250th episode. So I'm incredibly proud to be a part of such a successful show that's changing people's lives.
Okay, congratulations to you. Thank you, Clinton, very much for sharing good news with us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.